Well, how do you do, interwebs? It's Jackie K, and it has been way too long since I've commentated. Like, I can't remember the last time I done this Pikmin series, and it has probably been at least a couple months at the least. I've been kind of keeping myself busy with Pokemon Go and trying to implement streaming into my schedules, and who knows what the heck I'm going to be able to do. It is late. It is like 8:30, and I never usually record this late. I just had a cup of soda, which probably a real bad idea at this time of night, but screw it. This was supposed to be a recording day, and I'm only just recording now, and I may be a little salty about it. Hopefully that at least keeps the energy going. I'm also not dreading I am also very dreading starting this. You could say I don't want to do this, but I do. I do want to record. I just am not looking forward to this in spring, because I think I emphasized in the past that is one of my least practice areas of this entire game. And it's been so long since I've played the game last, I don't remember what the heck I'm doing, so it's inevitably going to be a multi-taker! Yay! We'll see how it goes, but I may just not even bother to commentate this part and just take a round to familiarize myself with things, so as soon as we land, I'm probably actually going to stop the recording and start a new one, so I can just poof it out of existence if I end up not talking for all of it. BRB. Yeah, funny thing about all that. I chose the wrong save file. We're on day 10, not day 12. Which is fine. It's better than the first thought that popped in my head of, oh crud, what did I do with recording sessions of days 10 and 11? Turns out I'm just a dodo that mixed up his practice file with the real thing. And I am probably not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna scout real quick, see what I've completed, what I still need to complete, and then we'll just reset the day and go from there. Oh yeah, that part still needs to get got. Remember that there's an overly complicated way and then a not simple way to do it that's a little less conventional. Got lots of guys sleeping here, got these saps over here. Whatever. And I think we need our water Pikmin over here to... No, okay, I think it's dumb, you use blue I think what the game wants you to do is take blue Pikmin from up here, then go up there and throw your yellow Pikmin on there to get up here, then turn them back to blue. Which is all kind of bull if you ask me. I'm pretty sure we can come up with a more simple solution than what the game intended. Then this mess over here, which I guess I throw blues up somewhere around here. Worked it out that way. Got some more bomb rocks, but I think we pretty much got everything bomb rock related taken care of. Nope, nothing worthwhile over here. Frogs. Okay, I think I'm mixing this up with... Oh, you can go over here. I thought it was just a Pikmin 2 area, but... No. Well, it's all connected. I was already over there already. Again, we're just using this time to scout around real quick, because it's been forever and a half since I played this day. I let Pikmin die, of course, it'll probably to this little wally tog right over there. I'm wondering if I should reattempt day 9, but I've done a million different attempts on it. I said in the beginning of the playthrough that this is not going to be the most perfect run ever, and yet I still keep trying to do better and better. Alternatively, I probably could have just used the map to go around and see what's around, but this kind of gives me a better idea of just how little I actually got done on day 9 with how much time I spent practicing on it. But I guess what I made up for and not bringing back ship parts, I made through with pretty much clearing our entire way. Now, without further ado, I think we are ready to take on this day for real. It does feel good to finally get this stupid thing done. And I was dreading this. I was dreading this the most, and why? Why are you guys going towards the Wampus when you could just walk anywhere else? My lord. Dang it, I need to be a distraction. Come on, come on. Ignore the plant people. Big Juicy Almar is here. Do I have to... Oh my god, I have to do it. Run! Run, Dom! Run! I tried to stop them. I didn't realize you were so close with me. Don't worry, you will be reborn. Good, Bob. You will be born better. We can make you stronger, faster, and smarter than you ever were before. But I think... Yeah, he's looking at them. I don't trust him. I feel like the only reason he hasn't gone after them yet is because I am here. Oh, brother. Okay, Wallywog, what are you gonna do? You do not look like... You look like you're about to make Pikmin pancakes! Yay! Screw you! Screw you! You know what? I'm gonna just kill you! Screw you! If I am patient, I have to pattern down to find this guy relatively easily. However, I am not of the patience right at this moment, because I am trying to beat this game as fast as I can, because that's how I play. I try to play efficient, because efficient is my love. It is my love, my strength, and my weakness. And I guess you all can take care of the stupid frog that's been murdering everyone. Now remember, there's a big giant sleeping monster over there. You wake him up, you die! You know what? Screw it. You guys, I'm just gonna hope you guys fall down and... Oh my god, you moron! Maury patty cakes. You're blue Pikmin. You can walk in the water without drowning. You can carry the bug corpse over the water. You just did so. And we shall dry... I would say we would dine on frog legs. But this poor morsel doesn't have any legs to draw. And I forgot I had 2 Pikmin that were not blue in the set. Okay, you all. Oh my god. Did you come over here and kill everyone? Did you murder everyone behind my back, you little slimy? Because when there was at least enough bomb rocks to take down that wall. And yet there's not. I am definitely gonna have off-screen redos! There's definitely gonna be an off-screen redo! Oh my god, you fools! Why, I warn you, you walk in front of the monster, you will die! All of you! Oh my frickin' lord! Okay. Who's about to get devoured by nocturnal beasts? You guys! Now, I have to worry about sneaking you guys all around here because you're fools that cannot learn to stay away from the sleeping beast. And are foolish enough to try to pick up giant frogs in yourself. And screw it. I am gonna save but redo this anyway, so we are gonna try to get this. No, we're not. My god. And I thought there was potential for this day to be good. This is getting redone. And it's gonna be in post. Now for the icing on the cake. Yes, I did apparently leave someone behind. Fantastic. Good thing this is not going to be the can run of this day. I'm not even going to read the text. 51 Pikmin in a single day. Wonder how many were to a Lollywog and how many were to that bulb bear. No, I'm not even gonna save. I need to assure myself that I don't accidentally make this the final run. Alright. See you all in a sec. We can be inefficient. We can be a heartless murderer, but we cannot afford to be both. Okay, now can I have some guys work on the bridge or gate here? This Wallywog's probably gonna come in and murder them. Let's observe. Yeah, it's just like they're just barely out of murder range. I almost want to just leave them alone. Oh no, that Pikmin is definitely not out of murder range. Oh boy, 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 boy. Okay. I don't want to leave them alone. I feel like the second I leave them alone is the second that everyone dies. I am really surprised I didn't take down that bridge yet. You're like, yeah, just work on that. That way I assure you don't get into trouble. Oh my god, yes, I just put them in the murder range. I don't know how I had the miracle of them not being in said murder range for so long, but here we are. We can no longer just be friends, peacefully acknowledging each other's existence. Now we must face our destiny of being bitter rivals. And only one of us walks out of here alive. It's gonna be me, or it's gonna be you, Mr. Frog. No in between. So, who's ready to go get slaughtered by all of the Wollywogs out in the water? Yay! Oh, look here, fresh blood. Good, none left behind. That loss in battle number is a bit large. But I'm at least content with saving this one. I'm still not gonna go forward with the next day until I get at least 2 parts here. So, I'll see you for another attempt. Man, this is already more story time with Jackie K. Well, I guess I do have a topic to bring up. I know there's probably several stuff I could continue onwards with, because there are so many tangents I went on, but not enough time to cover them all. But really, did I expect all that talk about the stuff that I had hiding in my drawers and stuff from my childhood of paper RPGs and that to really take up an entire post-commentary session? I kind of have my doubts I can stretch this topic up all the way, but that's what we got speed up buttons for, I suppose. It is something I want to talk about sometime, because I guess it does tie back to the creative things that I've done, a bit more about the history I've had with video games in general. So, back in my youth, I would do a lot of, I guess what I would call notepad RPGs, where I would just kind of do RPG stuff in my head. Oh man, did I really think this is the optimal way to do it? I think he actually ate the bomb rock that time, and yet, I still didn't instantly hurt him, or about as much as if he would just ate the Pikmin or something. But hey, I guess I gotta use these bomb rocks up on something, and if I can do it with no casualties, all the better. Anyways, back to the notepad RPGs I was gonna do. A lot of times in my youth I would actually pass my time just making up little RPGs in my story. Like, I would play them out in my head, but use like a notepad to keep track of stats. Granted, I'm not sure, I didn't really come up with the most creative RPGs. Like, a lot of them were just like RPG rehashes of games, or at least game characters that already existed. Like, for some reason, the Pikachu brothers were a common thing in that mix of stuff. And you think I've done like Donkey Kong RPGs in a similar format where they like have their moves and abilities from DK64. And I guess somewhere along the line, my actual original idea for an RPG might have gotten put on a notepad once or twice. Even if it had a bit more of a tie to this less original inspirations. I know that was something that was part of the mix. Though I don't know if I even did a good job explaining how the textbook RPGs even work. It's something that I guess would be better to show rather than tell. But unfortunately I don't have the luxury to show, at least without making the video jarring. So let me see. I guess people on the internet are familiar with what D&D is. Imagine like if you had someone keeping track of the stats of a D&D match all on a notepad, and it was just one person coming up with the story and idea and all that. Essentially, like, I would keep track of HP, experience, and other things like that on said notepad, and would let pretty much everything else play out in my head. I filled up quite a few number of school textbooks that way, funny enough. So I tried pulling out one of those notebooks now to skim through and get some examples. There's a lot of times when I was trying to blend Donkey Kong with the mechanics of Golden Sun for whatever reason. From what I remember, like, it's been years since I've done this stuff. Like, I was probably like in my maybe like 10 years old, if not younger. Meanwhile, now I'm way too high in my 20s to be happily admitting. But yeah, like, I had Diddy Kong listed out here with some stats, and has special moves that take up like AP, which I guess stands for ability points. I don't know why he has mental points when he didn't have anything. Oh yeah, because Diddy Kong has the Jins from Golden Sun, and that's apparently takes up MP. Or no, I think MA must be something else. Like, good lord, I gotta decipher this. And I have this random dog as one of the party members. Oh yeah, I guess one of the other ideas I had floating around in my head was like a Donkey Kong 64 sequel, and like one of the playable characters was a puppy, because pretty much 99% of my creative media from anything under the age of 20 had to involve a dog in some shape or form. And I guess I got bored of just imagining it in my head, so I made a textbook RPG one time. So I have that. There's Tiny Con listed in here, and she actually has Golden Sun abilities like Whirlwind and the Lightning Bolt raid attack. Interrupting Olimar, Glundrive makes the ship go roar. Here's another one without pictures, but it actually has. It's the same. I know it's the same thing because I know that that dog character was called Sharptooth, but it doesn't have pictures, so I'm not sure if it's like a new game I made or something else. But I had it on there twice for some reason, and for some reason I have Smash Bros. Melee events mixed in this notepad too. Yeah, separate from the textbook RPGs, but I would also use my notepads to make up custom rule sets, organize teams. Like, one of the funny things I've done a lot, and probably the thing that's been most persistent, or took the longest before I stopped doing it, was making Pokemon teams for Donkey Kong characters. Have you noticed a trend of what really made up my childhood, especially before Golden Sun existed? I feel like I must have brought it up at some point in history, but it's been a long time. Probably got a few new subscribers here and there, so I might as well clarify things for people. I am probably one of the few Nintendo kids who did not grow up with Mario. Like, I did not play Mario 64 until my internet ages, and oh boy, I probably did that in the worst way possible. Never do a blind race, kids. It's no good. I never played Super Mario Brothers until it came on like the Wii Virtual Console, and I meant to say Mario World. Mario World is the most interesting culprit because I did not actually play Mario Bros on the SNES despite actually having an SNES. Donkey Kong Country was my personal platforming jam. For some reason I never got 2 or 3 though. Probably because I was young, and who knows if I realized that they actually made sequels to Donkey Kong Country. I'm sure if I realized they existed, I would have gone after them a lot sooner. Granted, I did eventually get to playing those games when they came out on the Game Boy Advance. But yeah, speaking of Game Boy Advance, I did not play Mario for the Super Nintendo, the Mario World, until it came out like one of the Game Boy Advance ports. Let's see, is there anything else I can do to upset the internet today? Oh. I think I was about to say it, but derailed myself to talk about other things. But yeah, I did not play Mario 64. I played Donkey Kong 64. And I played Banjo-Tooie and not Banjo-Kazooie. That one's gonna roil some feathers. It wasn't intentional, I swear. Just for some reason, I just never got around to picking up the sequel. Keep in mind, I was a kid back then. I probably did not know much about games and their existence. Keep in mind that the internet didn't exist when I was a kid to the degree it does now. So there is that too. And cause I already missed one, I gotta read this out. And to make up for it, I'm gonna read the text before it appears on screen, cause I'm psychic. Interstellar radio. This part will send out daily SOS signals. I have so little time remaining though, that that's not truly an option. To be fair, I only brought up that thing with Banjo-Kazooie to showcase why Donkey Kong 64 was my 3D platforming jam, and not any of the more obvious examples. I mean, I do think I at least had the opportunity to play Mario 64 back in the day. Everyone had it, so I'm sure I played it at someone's house at some point in time, but Banjo-Kazooie, for some reason, was exempted from that. So, before I get the whole internet coming to my house with pitchforks and torches ablaze, then let me go back to the topic on hand, because believe it or not, I have better things to do than just troll the internet with my odd tastes in video games, especially in early childhood. I say that like I played them in preschool though, but you know what I mean. Besides, that's a whole other story. And speaking of, we got something new. The Cerulean Roller, made of rust-proof cerulean, is shining news despite being left out in the open. I dug around through a few more papers. I just remembered another pretty prominent notepad RPG that I would do a lot from time to time is a Paper Mario-like version of Kirby. Like, literally I would call it Paper Kirby. It would have a similar art style to Paper Mario, but obviously revolving around Kirby instead. I don't really even recall if partners were singing it or not, but I guess it could be a thing. The one thing that I know would make it hard to actually transition to a real game is the fact of how inhaling works. I think of like it would be a two-turn thing, like turn 1 you inhale the opponent, turn 2 you decide where you want to swallow them to copy their ability or spit them back out to do damage to other opponents on the field. And I guess another real prominent figure in my textbook RPGs was the Pichu brothers. Yes, those two Pichus from like the one single Pokemon movie short / shorts if you count all the mini shorts in Pokemon Channel. Yeah. Not 100% sure why they were so prominent in my mind, but if I had to theorize, I would say 1, because they're cute, 2, because they're brothers, they lend themselves well to a lot of the mechanics of an RPG I was familiar with at the time, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. So like I even implemented bro points into one of these charts. And 3, they're cute. Do you need a third reason? Actually, I could probably go on that tangent a little bit longer. But I am slowly exhausting all my options for extending the video out. And here I find I have to speed up the content. Now I'm going to have to go back and slow down some of the sped up parts to make sure this all fits. But we're at the day's end and I want to make sure I at least read it off. So here we go. 10 days impact. Hope has begun to well up within me for the Dolphins' repair and my own chases to reunion with my dear family. Tomorrow I shall go forth with a new attitude and continue my exploration in a different area. I hope that fortune will smile upon me. So, none left behind today, 14 lost in battle, which, considering how many dangerous enemies we were going up against today, I guess it's not that bad for a final attempt. I'm just gonna save that. I gotta remind myself that this is not intended to be the ultimate run of Pikmin. But I think we got enough parts to justify moving on to the next day. So next time on our Adventures of Pikmin, we'll collect more parts, and depending on how many, I may even try to get all of them. Wouldn't that be something if I were to ever pull that off? I don't want to get anyone's hopes up too high though, so we'll just see when it comes. Take care everyone, and hope to see you all real soon, and that the episode doesn't take me 30 hours to edit. Oh man, I have a lot of work ahead of me. Better get to it.